Good morning, everybody. So, what we got here to read today is a 2001 Toyota Tacoma. It's got the 3.4 liter in it, basic engine, but this thing's got a blown out water pump. It's making a bunch of racket, but that means we got to do the timing belt. So, we're going to jump right in, get this job taken care of.
Yeah, no, I was looking at this all wrong. It's got all the friggin' shit mixed up in a different way than I was expecting to see it. Okay. Well,
All right.
never mind.
You want to
I'm
call?
gonna bother you.
All right, call me back if you need me.
All
All right, man. See ya. Another bulb mechanic actually lives around the corner. I saw him this morning as I was coming here. Don't use customer supplied Amazon parts. That's all I can say. All right. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and get the belts and everything off and the fan off. And then once I start getting down to the belt, I'll zoom you guys in a little bit closer.
You got everything you need.
Yeah. Okay. Now we've got access to the other belt, because why wouldn't there be 1,000 freaking belts on one car? Okay. All right. Let's get you in. But look at that belt. Look at that thing. It is bad. Look at that. Holy macaroni. That thing is horrible. I don't even know how this thing still ran without breaking that thing. All right. Time to just start tearing it down. Get everything out. I got my bucket underneath. Let's get all this stuff off. That's just our fan bracket, nothing fancy. All right, let's go ahead and let's rotate this engine and put it where it needs to be. So that way we're already set for it. Oh, that's crusty. All right. Can't tell. Gonna have to pull it off first. Definitely gonna have to roll this around again. Good gracious. That's on there pretty proud. Okay, we got it loose. There we go. Wow. Okay. It's very possible that this thing possibly jumped time. I just can't see. I'm getting old, guys, but I can't tell. I'm pretty sure it's right there, but my teeth are all the way over here. All right, so right here we have our indicator. And you see that white mark? It's pretty close. It needs to go this way slightly. But if we look where that is, and then you see this indicator, you see that's already past it on the right. And then I can't really see, but I'm pretty sure that triangle down in the middle is where it's supposed to be, but my dot's all the way over there. So we definitely seem to be out of time on this engine. All right, sorry about the edit outs there. I had to get the bracket out for the AC so I can get to the damn the bolts for the tensioner because we're replacing the hydraulic tensioner and where'd my wrench go? It's on the ground. Okay, so anyway, I had to take the bracket off for the air conditioning compressor. And it was a real pain in the butt to do because I didn't really prepare for that. All right, now that's off. Let's go ahead and take this belt off and we can see what we got going on. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this thing jumped time. Nice. I mean, look at this freaking belt, guys. Holy sugar shacks. I can't believe that this thing was still here. All right, now that we've got some space here. Yeah, see that dot? It's supposed to be at this arrow, and it's not. This is just about lined up, and this one is just about lined up. So we definitely had an engine that was out of time.
I've had it for almost a week now here, and I've been trying to find some mechanical to it. I know these garages, they don't see New York State out of play. I know they're going to rob me, but I was recommended you for my sister at AutoZone too. And making long story short, what it's doing is it starts every morning. It's great. Now it goes from 120, 190 to 260. So it stays on 190. It's always been on 190 since I've owned the car. So what's the issue here is, make a long story short, I'll start the car and I'll start the car and about 15, 20 minutes it'll go a little bit past 190, then it goes back.
Okay.
And then I run it for a little bit more, and when I stop at a stop sign or a red light or traffic is tied up, it goes up.
Okay.
Then when I get going, it goes back to normal 190.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to come out and diagnose it and find out what's going on for you. I run a schedule. Right now, I don't know if I can even get you in for next week. Right now, I've got 29 people on the schedule for next week waiting for me to get to them. So the only thing I can do right now is get you to send me your information, and when I do my schedule tomorrow for all of next week, I can let you know if I have a spot for you.
Oh, wow, you're that busy, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll send you that information, okay?
Yeah, so I need your name, the address on where you're staying, and put Volkswagen overheating. And like I said, tomorrow when I make my schedule, I'll give you a call and let you know if we can put you on the schedule or if it'll have to be the following week.
Okay. All right, thank you, Ben. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Bye now.
Bye now.
It's fucking criminal. I just Sorry, my mind's going like, and you're probably not even seeing what I'm doing right now. But the amount of calls that I get of people wanting to trash the shops and think that we're going to be better or an immediate, like right then and there. Like, I just don't understand the naiveness of it. And it's, to be honest with you, it's really freaking frustrating. Like, okay, I'll be right back. I got to go get the new one. So I can just make sure I got all the bolts so I don't pry on this thing and pop it off. All right, there's your water pump. Basically, this pulley, I don't know if you can see it on camera, it's cocked over to the side, and it's hitting inside the housing right there. Fun. Okay, here's our old seals. We're going to put some new ones in. All right, everything's cleaned up as best as I am cleaning it. We got new seals in here and the crank. Actually, I got to clean that up. I lied. I forgot to clean right here. So let me clean all this up. Get the water pump and everything in. And then get this thing timed out. Okay. Timing belt is on. Let me double check this crank. Okay. So now we're going to roll it twice. So that way we can make sure that we are on before we put full tension on it. All right, let's do it. Now, obviously, the lines on the belt are not going to add back up. It's just the marks that we're going for here. So that's one turn. Okay, we're coming around. Okay. All right, so there's our, I can't show you. So there's our point at the top there, and there's our dot. Here's this cam mark. There's our line straight there. And this one, same thing. We're perfect. All right, so now we're just going to tighten up this other bolt. Come on, there we go. All right, got our pin. Put those in there. All right, and that's it. We're done. Or we're not done. We're done. I usually like to crank it, but I don't want this one. I don't think the belt will walk on this, really. But I'm going to go ahead and put the lower pulley back on first, and then I'm going to crank it before I put the whole thing back together, just in case. No, not all the way. This is the noise you were talking about the other day, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there. The starter's just dying.
Yeah. It's been going for quite a while.
All right, cool. Well, we're running. All right, well, there you go. Test fire is good. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this stuff thrown back together. You saw me take it apart in the beginning, so we're just going to go ahead and put everything back on. So I'll bring you back at the end once we can start this thing up and get coolant back in it. All right, well, truck's running. Just waiting on it to get hot so I can top off the coolant and go on a good test drive. But I wanted to touch on something real quick. Some of you might be asking the question, why are you doing a timing belt when you tell people not to do timing belts? Okay, so good question, but the reason is we have profits. We have money sitting in the bank that protects our company. I'm not telling you not to do timing belts. I'm telling the people that I coach, the people that we spend our free time and energy to help start their business, they shouldn't do jobs like this if they are not financially prepared to take care of the job. What I mean by that is I don't want you to put your company at risk because you have to play games with someone that's sitting behind a desk that has never touched a vehicle in their life. And I will revert this back to Royalty Auto's video where he was dealing with the engine. And it's not about the engine, it's about the steps they had to go through to prove that they did everything right. If you're not prepared to do that, or you don't have the means to be able to prove every step of the way some of these companies want you to prove it. For instance, the cam bolts on this are torqued to 81 foot-pounds, and they require Loctite. The crank pulley is torqued to 217 foot-pounds. Now, let's say you did it or didn't do it, and they want you to prove that, or the belt breaks and like a cam falls apart, whatever the problem is it breaks, it falls, it hurts the engine or doesn't hurt the engine, but there's a problem and you got to take care of it. If you can't do the steps that company wants in order to prove you did it right, you're on the hook, because it's real easy for them to say, no, we are not covering it. Or even sometimes they'll go to cover it and only cover half. So we don't want you in that position. We don't want you in that predicament. So we don't suggest that you do jobs like this. We've been in business for a very long time, and we have enough financial backer in the bank that if something like that were to happen on any of the jobs we do, we can take care of it. And now I don't do these jobs that much. I stay away from them quite frequently because I hate it. I don't like doing what I just did. It's just at, I think, 12 o'clock. Yeah, it's 11:58, and I got here at 8:30 and got to work immediately. So 3.5 hours on a 5-hour job, $1,400 total ticket. I can do nearly that with just an AC job, and I could have been done by 10 o'clock. I could do 2 of those by 1 o'clock. I could do a compressor, an evaporator, an expansion valve that doesn't have to go in the dash, and a dryer or a condenser. I could usually do 2 of those in the summertime before 1 or 2 o'clock and make $3 grand for the day. This is 12 o'clock. If I had to go do this again, I don't want to. Now, that's not everybody. That's just me. I'm just grumpy like that, and I just don't like doing jobs like this anymore. When I was young, I loved these jobs because they were gravy work. It's easy, in and out, boom, boom, boom. You're doing flat rate. It's just, you had to do it, right? Owning my own company, I get to pick and choose what I want in a reality. But I don't like doing these. I can't see as well as I used to. I'm actually very, very blind when it comes to seeing real close or like in dark areas. And that stuff's frustrating for me. It's hard to deal with. You know, no matter how much of a flashlight I got there, it's not easy for me. So I stay away from the stuff that frustrates me also. But anyway, that's it with this truck. If I got something else wrong with it, I'll bring you back. But other than that, that's your timing belt on an '01 Toyota Tacoma, 3.4, 4 cam, 24, whatever the hell this thing is. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next job. All right, next job. This is, I don't know what year this thing is. It's a 2012 Honda Pilot. Got to put an alternator in it. We are putting in a factory alternator, not an aftermarket alternator. And he's got an oil leak. I got to see if the gaskets I have will fix this oil leak. I'll show it all to you here in just a minute. But I got to get all this taken off here and get a fan out so I can get the alternator up and out. So yeah, let's get this taken apart because I am tired already and I'm ready to go home. Oh, look, someone started it for me. Basically, this thing has been having some problems. We had put an alternator in it a long time ago, but it had oil leaks and they didn't want to fix the oil leaks. So I told them, if you don't fix it, I can't warranty the alternator because the oil that's leaking onto it is just going to destroy it. And sure enough, what happened? It leaked onto it for like 2 years. For a long time. It was about 2 years, I think. Finally, they got the valve covers fixed. But we also have a leak here on the VVT solenoid or whatever that solenoid is here. On the, yeah, with the solenoids in it. So I have some gaskets for that to fix today. And we are going to put a new alternator in it, a better alternator. Like I said, the one other one is quite old. But it is what it is. Like I said, you don't have to warranty stuff if the customer doesn't want to repair the vehicle. If you're gonna not maintain and take the risk of the car destroying your parts, you don't need to warranty that. And I told them I'm not going to. So anyway. All right. Honda Pilot 2012, I think I said. It's just an alternator. And I have some gaskets. I think they're correct. They're for the two solenoids right here on the cylinder head. I've done this way too many times. I'll show you the oil leak in a minute here, but I'm just trying to get myself moving on this because it's late and I'm getting tired. But this is only my third job today. The first one was the timing belt. the second one you didn't see. It was a bus. I didn't do anything there. I went to talk to the people. It's a retirement or an assisted living facility. I just went there to talk to them, find out the issues they're having with the bus, and find out what their expectations are, and tell them my process on how I do things. So that way, they can know what to expect. Because when it comes to companies like that, the person in the office is not the person paying the bills. So everyone needs to be on the same page with that. Because I wouldn't say I've been burned in the past with it, but the people in the office tend to forget that I told them one thing and then they forget and they just wanted to think that I said something else. So I made a point to go there today to do that. So obviously I didn't film that. But this here, yeah, it's a freaking mess. There's oil all over that. There's oil all over the alternator. It's destroyed. Alternator's not putting out. Well, it puts out, but it'll fail under a load. It'll drop down to like 12.8 volts under a load. So we're going to get it swapped out and see if we can fix this oil leak here real quick. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's get the alternator off if we can. Yep, got it. All right, let me get this thing out of here. God, that's covered in a lot of oil. Whew. It's pretty covered. Okay, now this harness in my way. See about getting this out of the way real quick. It just kind of plugs into these things here. I should be able to. Should just be able to take these 410s out and take this piece right up. It's tiny. It just holds the solenoid down. So yeah, we should be good here to pop this then. Yeah. Okay. Nope, lost it. Solenoid came off. Should have taken that bolt out. Okay, we'll fix that. No big deal. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Get a rag. Let's put this back on while I'm here. Make sure that O-ring stays where it needs to. Yeah, that was the fourth screw bolt here that I did not have to take off. No big deal. Okay, cool. I'll clean that up before I put it back. Basically, what we have here this gasket, you can see, just brittle as hell. But I should be able to get this other one up so I can put the new screen in it. And it's being a little tight. So that's where it goes, right there. VTEC solenoid, VVT solenoid, whatever you want to call it. Just Honda stuff. Honda stuff. Okay, make sure all that's cleaned up. Yo.
Hey, Dingleberry.
What's up there, fucktick?
You want to be in an Advanced Auto Parts commercial?
Why?
Because they're looking for somebody that does work at their house that they can shoot at their house.
That's called illegal. Don't they know that?
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know anything.
You know, I was going to call you earlier and say, how come they're not painting your store? The one in Denellen is now painted.
Because they're flipping all the discount stores first.
Like originally was a discount auto.
Yeah, we don't have any discount auto parts signage.
I gotcha. Yeah, whatever they want to do. They're going to pay me?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, tell them to call me.
All right, I'm going to call Eric now.
All right, sounds good.
All right, bye.
Later. I just got a phone call from my Advanced Auto Parts store asking me if I want to be in a commercial. That's pretty damn funny. All right, let's fire this thing up. Okay, already we're good. 14,117. This thing was such a pile of junk. It was barely putting out 13 and a bit volts. But we are going to let it run and get warm and double check that everything's going to be okay. Because obviously it's our job. That's what we do. But it's just this poor car. It is what it is. They don't do a lot of maintenance. They don't do a lot of care. They don't take care of a lot of things. They take care of it last minute when it's needed. It just is what it is. You got some customers like that. But as of right now, our alternator is working good. And it's a Honda alternator. The reason why I did that is multiple reasons. Like I'll use an aftermarket one if it's brand new, but some cars just don't work well with it. I have found in the past that some of these Hondas just don't work well with an aftermarket one, especially when the car has a ton of issues. I originally thought maybe, you know, something was wrong with the car. We came out to do the diagnosis on it, and because it was working, and then it would go away, and it was working, and it would go away. So we had to just make sure. But then when we saw all the oil leaking into that thing, we knew alternator is done because I had control over it the whole way. So, I mean, and it's a reman alternator anyway. So, right there, reman. I don't know if you can see it. I just wiped it away, but reman alternator dead. Honda alternator for the win. Still at 14 volts. I'm gonna let it. I gotta clean up and I'm gonna let it run for a while. If something changes, I'll bring you back like always. But I don't think anything will. I got one more to go do. I think. I didn't schedule a lot for today because of that timing belt job. Oh no, I do. I have another one. I got two more, or one more, and then maybe another one. So I'm gonna go to this next one. I don't know if I'll be able to film there, but supposedly it's a kit car. It's a '69 Mustang, I think, that has a Coyote engine in it or something. And I don't know. So if I can film there, awesome. If I can't, I'm sorry. It just depends on what the customer wants because it's in his garage. If he doesn't want me filming in the garage, then I'm not gonna do. I can't do that. How are you,
Good, thanks.
Ben? You mind if I record?
No, that's okay.
It's for YouTube.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen your channel.
Have you really? Okay, cool. All right, so this is what we got here. What year is it?
Well, it's a replica. It's a kit car.
Yeah.
65 factory 5.
Okay, 65. All right. Or is it 65?
65.
65. But you have a Coyote engine in it.
Yes.
What year did that come out of?
It was, I think it was brand new from person I bought it from who bought it from Summit.
Okay, but you don't know what year that.
I think it was a Gen 2.
It's got to be after 2010, so like mid-teens. I'd say was when the Gen 2 Coyote came out. Is it computer controlled?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think because I had an F-150 that had a Coyote 5.0 in it, and it was a 2010, and I believe that was Gen 1, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Doesn't really matter much, but all right. So remind me what's going on. There's under the dash. You think there might be something loose because it stalls.
Yeah. If you if I tap the tachometer while it's running, you can hear the engine idle different.
Okay.
Or if you shake some of the wires under, like probably in the ignition area,
Okay.
behind, it'll stall out.
Okay.
And the other thing was I had leakage with my coolant.
Okay.
The antifreeze leaking.
All right.
You know, after I take it out for a ride when I'm, you know, I'm not gonna say getting home.
Yeah.
You know, just taking it out.
Yeah, typical drive or cruise, whatever.
Yeah.
You can smell it.
When I come back, last time I came back, it was a lot of fluid.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's do the first thing. Let's pop the hood and take a look at what's going on. Just come straight up. Oh boy. Whew. Boss. Is there any indication on where you see it on the floor in reference to the car? Left, right, more forward, more back?
I usually have the thing pointed in this way here.
Okay.
So it's usually it's somewhere under
Like
here.
on that side? Okay.
And
Might be better if I just look underneath. Just because I might be able to see a little bit more.
I had it at over at Griffin's muffle shop.
Yeah.
And it was dripping some, and they were kind of figured it was coming from like, you know, somewhere.
Yeah. It's a hell of a frame in this thing. Yeah, that's that hose you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely long. It doesn't look like it's leaking though. You know, you got green coolant in it?
Yes.
Okay. So, do you see that bypass tube right there under the air filter?
In this area?
Yep, you just had it.
Okay, right here.
The one up neck, right by your pinky.
Oh.
Turn your hand the other way, if you can, and put your hand under it by where the bolt would be. Nope, come up to the next hose above it. No, towards your pinky. And come up, no, still higher. That's the big radiator hose. There's a little braided one your thumb's touching. Right, almost. Close your fingers. Right there. You're touching coolant.
Okay.
Are you? I think you just got the green on your fingers.
Yeah.
That's the hose that's leaking.
Okay.
So whatever that is, that fitting is what's leaking. Ugh. This looks like this bypass, this hose here, goes down to the intake. So wherever it's touching, or this fitting, typical plastic fitting, yeah, this clamp thing is what's leaking. And you can't get to the bolt, it's on the back side. So we would have to take this off, that fitting,
Yeah.
and either tighten that clamp up or fix that clamp. And that should stop your leak. I can see it clear as day. You felt it on your finger, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's the only spot. Everything else that whatever they had done the other time, you caught it. Everything else is caught. It's not this. It's not that lower hose. That's dry as can be.
Yeah.
Only this one here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. That's good stuff there. All right. Well, it really is. You know.
This is I took the whole interior out. Well, we had like a really crappy vinyl material.
Oh, okay.
Here. I tore it all out and had to clean all the adhesive off.
Oh gosh, that
And then
sounds.
I put Dynamat.
Yeah, to quiet it out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me come on that side. I want to put my head underneath and take a look at what you got underneath there. How does this open? Is it open?
Yep.
All right. Just don't want to hurt anything.
The seat itself is Sure. It's sitting in the bolt hole,
Okay.
but it's not. I don't have
Bolted
it
down.
bolted
That's
in.
fine. Just want to put my head under it, and
I don't. You might not be able to. It's pretty low.
it's one of those really heavy contortion ones. Oh yeah, it's like we call it a rat's nest on, like, you know, the amount of wires they have under here. And you said the tack. If you tap that, it does
if I tap
that.
that when it's
Running.
it'll it won't stall. But
You can hear the idle
you can
change.
hear it.
Okay.
And somebody else had was just kind of shaking the wires over there while the car was running, and it stalled out.
Okay.
I figured maybe it was a short someplace.
It's definitely possible. Oh, you ain't lying about getting under there. All right. Oh.
So I can take, like I said, the seat comes out. There's a little more room. I mean, I can
That's all right.
literally just lift it right out of there.
I think our main thing is, let's go ahead and get it started, and let's see if we can duplicate that. Pulling around with the wires and see if we can get this thing to stall. I'll let you start it up since you know it better than me. What is? Oh, someone's burning something out there?
Yeah, over there.
Oh, okay. I was like, the car's on fire. Man, you really picked something tight to get in. Yeah, I saw that big transfer switch.
So I'll tap the cap.
Oh, wow. Holy crap. Do that again. Wow. All right. Leave it there. You got a parking brake on it?
Yeah.
Okay, just leave that set. I'll put my head under there, and I'll see if I can find out what is doing that. That's weird, though, that that's doing that.
The other thing, like somebody was just shaking wires around here.
Yeah.
And it literally stalled out.
Stalled 100%. Okay, let's see if we can figure it out.
Keep it running.
Yeah, leave it running. I'll just have you hop out so I can get under there again. You picked one heck of a car as a retirement toy.
Like it's set up to stay flexible.
All right, so first, check out all this wiring.
Side cutters.
Yeah, I feel it on my leg. That's wild. So it's the whole dash.
Yeah.
Someone must have a ground hooked up somewhere that is not a good ground. Do you have to push the clutch to start it?
What?
Do I have to hit the clutch to start it?
No.
No. Whoa. crazy. I think I found it. Okay, let's see if I can show you guys. Basically, this red wire. Might be blurry, can't tell, but right here is loose. Right there. Okay, let's see if we can tighten that. Ugh. I think I found it. Where'd that screwdriver go? I just don't want to cut. Boy. Thank you. One of the power wires on the ignition switch is loose.
Wow. Now, when you were asking me, about the problems, one of the problems that I was having, and I don't know if it was because possibly from a wire being loose, was that when I'm driving,
Yeah.
when I downshift, coming to a stop, and I downshift, I get a lot of popping.
Okay.
On the side, and sometimes I'll get a big pop.
Yeah.
And it'll stall out.
Oh. You'll have to find out, because if this is feeding everything, it's definitely possible. But that could just be something else. I need to go grab a Phillips screwdriver. Oh, goodness gracious.
Do you want? I can put something down here. There's a little padding there.
It doesn't even affect me. I don't even feel it. It's more just getting back up. So I'm tightening the screw, but it doesn't tighten. It's stripped out on the ignition switch. We still in neutral?
Yeah.
So it's fixed for now. It's as tight as I can get it. But this ignition switch will have to be replaced, or the screw will have to be replaced. So you'll take this ring off, switch will come out from the back, we can bring it down. But the this red wire right here on the bottom is loose. I tightened it, but it's not tightening, you know? So I'm going to put this back on. There was a little bit of black tape on it covering all of them. So I'm just going to cover back what I took off. All right, so I know it's a bit unconventional of a typical job, but again, these drive-alongs or ride-alongs that I do for you guys is to show you some of the cool stuff we get to work on. So I don't know what he said it was in the beginning, 65 something kit car, but kind of neat. Got a Boss 302 in it, but you saw that wiring under the dash. These are one of those jobs where you're like, shit, why did I get involved? Because this could turn out to be a nightmare as far as the wiring is concerned, but I think we're good. We found one loose connection. I'm pretty lucky that I found it that quick. So I'm going to get some of his information. I'm going to get him some estimates for a new ignition switch, fix the heater hose. I got one more to do today. I should be able to get there. It's only 3:30, and that's to program a TCM for another shop in town. So I'll see you guys at that one if I go there. If not, I'll let you know. All right, y'all. My next job here, we are at a local shop. It's called Muffler Man, and we are to program. Let me shut this door up. We're here to program an ABS module on this Equinox, but I got to try to keep an eye on my trailer because it's open, and yeah. All right, let's go. You're not going to see the screen on this one. Just going to kind of talk to you guys through it a little bit unless I move the laptop, but I need to go ahead and purchase one of my subscriptions. All right, order placed. Okay, let's hook up. We need to go to view. We're going to add a VIN. No. No updates. I just updated it the other day. We're not going to play that fucking game again today. All right, let me see if I can move the all my stuff here. I updated this the other day because there's another shop in town that is calling me to come and program a module for them. I was there yesterday. I haven't really filmed this week at all. I've been slacking on this YouTube thing, and I do apologize, but I got a lot going on in the background. So anyway, I had updated everything, and I thought it was good, but it's being a little bit annoying right now. Okay, there we go. Tech Connect. About time. Load. All right, we're loading our portal. We're going to connect to vehicle. Yeah, get off. All right, so we are using the VCMI. We're already chosen. It just beeped, so we know we're on. Okay, we're checking. 2017 Equinox. We pulled up our vehicle.
If you need the number that's on the used one that's in there, I had him take a picture of it before he installed it.
Yeah, he told me.
Okay.
You should be good.
All right, Bubba. Thank you.
Yeah, man. All right, let's see. 81989. That's good, Vin. So we're good on that. So we did a replace and reprogram. Now, they used a used one here. Sometimes these give me a little bit of a trouble, but not with ABS modules, usually with PCMs. PCMs are the ones that tend to give me a problem when there's a used one and a different VIN getting put in it. So we're just going to hit next. Proceed. Just asking me if I want to use up a VIN slot, which is fine. VCMI is already connected. Let's go. Why are we doing this again? All right, so we're going to check here, make sure everything's checked off. It is. We're going to hit next. And then we're just going to start programming. All right, so now it's just a waiting game. This one, I did an EBCM recently with a Chevrolet. And I feel like I had to sit here the whole time, key on, key off, key on, key off. I don't know if this one's going to be the same way. So the one I was talking about before, it was a Buick that I did for these people here. The issue we were having, I actually diagnosed that one. It was a PCM. Basically, this car would start and run, and it'd run for 15, 20 minutes and then die. And when it would die, it wouldn't restart. So we had a problem with capacitors in the PCM so those injectors on that car, I don't remember what the hell it was. It was a Buick something. But the injectors get like 60 volts or something like that. And it wasn't doing that anymore. It wasn't giving that high voltage to from the PCM to the injectors to open the direct port injectors. And then it would discharge through them. And then when it would discharge, 12 volt would take over to control. And it would stop doing that for some reason. So we put a PCM in it. Everything was fine. But what I'm getting at is that because it was a used PCM, I had to kind of trick the tool. I had to leave the new one, the old one plugged in, set up SPS, set up TechConnect, get it going, let it read the VIN and understand it. And then right before we were about to program, I plugged in the other one, and it took the program. But it took forever. It was driving me up a wall. I actually, first time I ever had to do that, and I thought I was going to fry a PCM or something weird like that. But anyway, I got it to work, and it's been fine in that car. It's been a couple months. The car's great. So anyway, we're doing this part here. This is the part I was saying that this takes a little while on the ABS ones. Just sits here. And last time it was doing that, I was like, do we have a little bit of a problem here or not? But we don't. It's a waiting game. We just have to wait for this to do its thing, and then we'll be good to go. So I got nothing else to talk about right now, so we'll just, if I got something to say, I'll bring you back. Otherwise, I'll bring you back as soon as this pulls. All right, we just finished up. You can hear it beeping in the background. Here is I got to take a picture of this real quick with my other phone. I got to take a picture of the warranty code. I'll show it to you in a sec. There we go. So there you go. We're all set. And this just tells us that it's taking one of our VIN slots, which is perfectly okay. We'll review that later. Then we're going to come down here into clear DTCs. We'll let that do its thing. Now, I don't know why they replaced it. I did not diagnose this, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to fire it here in just a second. Hey, man, I can start it, right? I just making sure everything was connected. All right. All right, clearing. DTCs have been cleared. Let's go ahead and start this thing up just to see if we got any lights on the dash. So he's got a brake and an ABS light on. So I don't know if I need to do anything else. It says service StabiliTrack. So I need to go grab a scanner real quick. Why don't you just come with me? And I just got to grab the scanner head. I do have another truck here to work on. I don't know if I'll get a chance to do anything with it today. It's this one here, this old Dodge. I've looked at this one before, and it's a basket case. So if we work on it, I'll talk you through it. It's a nightmare, basically, that thing. Oh my gosh, almost fell. Well, let's get our thing here. I need a new place for my scanners. They're getting destroyed in there, the screens, because I have too many freaking scanners. I destroyed my King Bolin. I can't use it anymore because the screen is destroyed on it. I was actually pretty upset about that, even though I don't use that one. But my Think car does the same. And actually, Top Don reached out to me, and they're sending me one that matches with my scan tool budget-friendly ones. I think it's the AS600 or something like that. So we'll see what that one's like when it gets here. Okay, let's disconnect our USB. Let's get the tool hooked up. Close that, don't need that. If this doesn't work, they're probably gonna have me diagnose, but I'm not diagnosing today. I have like 10 on the list today. Hopefully I can get to everything. And I'm wondering if that other shop's gonna call to do the program, because I was supposed to do the program yesterday and the car wasn't fully put back together. Let's see if we got a code. We're just going to do a, yeah, I'll do a full auto scan. What the fuck did I just do? I leaned on a button. There we go. Electronic control unit hardware, loss of comm with brake control module. Yep. They used a used unit. That used unit's probably bad. Or they just diagnosed it wrong. Yeah, electronic control unit hardware. So that's on them. They're gonna either have to get another one or have it diagnosed. But chances are that module's no good that they just put in. That sucks. They'll have to pay me to do this again. All right, I am going to clean this up here because I'm done. This isn't my fault. This thing, I didn't diagnose it. All right, next job, last job. It's actually Friday. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to come here yesterday to finish this job, but we're here at the other shop and we're gonna program a TCM in a truck. So let's go get after it. Looks good. All right. So they put a transmission in from Jasper and we're here to do the program. So let's see what we get here. I had come by earlier in the week, but the truck really wasn't ready. Like I could have programmed technically, but I like to have a vehicle ready to be able to be run before I do my programming. So I gotta also buy my VIN slot for this. This is a Chevrolet. We're doing a tranny module, which I think I said to you already. Let's go key on. That window's open. This window does not open. Okay.
This vehicle is connected by OnStar to limited services.
Okay. That's cool. I don't care. Oh, crap. My computer's doing an update. Son of a mother. I can't get my wallet out of my pocket. Oh, it's done. Holy crap, come on. Couldn't get my wallet out of my pocket. All right. Let's go hook up some Tech Connect and let's get this thing going. It's kind of tight in here, so I don't have a spot to really show you the screen yet. Plus, I have to pay with my credit card, so give me a few minutes. Oh, that's a dead motor. I could hear it. That has no compression. I can hear a vehicle being cranked out in the parking lot. And it's got no cadence whatsoever. All right, we're going to place that order. That's good. All right, we're golden. Let's go to our subscriptions. And let me go get a jump box and put it onto the car real quick. Okay. All right, we're hooked up. Let's get the VCMI going. And we're going to add it in. Like I said, I'm kind of cramped in here and it's dark. I don't really have a way to show you what's going on. Actually, I'm going to move that to the seat over there. And then maybe I can show it to you. Possibly. Close enough, right? All right, let's launch the tech line. It's going to go through its typical update stuff, which should be fine because I just used it the other day. All right, let's connect to the vehicle. Waiting for it to pop up, so it'll tell me, there we go. So VCMI flash, or actually flash VCMI. We heard the beep. We're coming in. Silverado, black, that is correct. We'll double check our VIN here in just a second. But I think I'm going to need some RPO codes for this. Usually they're in that glove box that's over there that I have open, but not seeing it. All right, so 74116. I told you it was tight in here. I'm going to end up knocking you guys over consistently here, just so you know. All right, 74116. That's the correct VIN number. But give me a second here. I'm doing something on the phone. Okay, so I've got my RPO codes now. Basically, this vehicle allows it to do, or it has an RPO, it has a QR code on the side of the door. So that's how you get your RPO codes. All right, so replace and reprogram. Oh, it's doing it. All right. So we are doing a transmission control module, K71. All right, so this is where it's asking us. So we're going to do programming. But let's check our RPOs. That is an M5U. I do not have that. Do not have that. All right, so we're going to do programming. Next. Now it's going to ask for that. So it's asking for an M5U. I do not have the M5U. So without RPO M5U, let's just double check again. They're in alphabetical order, MA, MS, MYC, and N. So we're good. No M5U. Gonna hit next. Proceed with taking a VIN slot. Yes, Maxi Flash VCMI. I don't know why it asks me that twice now. In the past, it's never asked me that twice, but no big deal. See how it goes. I can hear the truck clicking and doing stuff, so we should be good. Okay, so again, even though these are green checked, I like to go through and make sure to see that they're, updated to the next available calibration. Okay, we're good. Let's go ahead and hit next. And start programming. There we go. All right, now it's going to take its program. These are usually pretty quick, like only a couple of minutes does it take for it to run to do the program on these. So like I was saying, it's Friday. Yesterday, by the time I got done, it was almost 4 o'clock. And I was 45 minutes away from this shop. This shop's actually relatively close to my house. It's a big shop. They do motorhomes and big trucks and everything here. It's a really nice place. I like it. But like I said, I didn't have time. So I told them, hey, you know, I can get there, but it's going to be late. I don't know what time you guys stay till. And if there's a problem with the programming or something like that, you're going to have to stay late. So they're like, yeah, can you come in the morning? No problem. I decided to come in the morning. And the reason why is I'm rewiring a 53 Ford panel van. Ripped out the entire harness because it was botched together with a million butt connectors, tons of rat's nests up under the dash of wires, not real rat's nest. And we're putting in a whole new Ron Francis wiring kit for it. So I'm going to do that today for a couple of hours on my way home because he lives like right down the street from me. And that's what I've been doing on Fridays mornings lately because I got to get that done. And I don't have a lot of time to work on that throughout the week. So I go Friday morning to do it because it's not an emergency job. So anyway, we got 4 minutes left on this program and then we'll be done for the week. It's writing to the ECU. Now it's doing programming to the ECU. Let's see what we get. Get our warranty code. There we go. We're done. Oh, shit. So we need this warranty code. That warranty code that's up there, we need that when they need that, just in case there's ever a problem with the transmission. They have to prove that they had it programmed. So I always take a picture of that and give it to the customer. All right, but now we need to relearn adaptives. Even though there's probably going to be no adaptives learned, the service information tells you in the procedure that you should relearn the adaptives. But we may have some codes in this thing as well, so that's what we're going to go check on right now. So I got my Altel here because I'm obviously using the Altel head. Let's just go here. I'm going to do clear DTCs while I'm here. And then I'll check with this if it'll have codes after I'm done. Okay, that's good. Let's unplug USB. And let's go ahead and connect to our VCMI. All right, let's get in our tranny. Oh, transmission module. Let's just double check trouble codes. There shouldn't be any because I cleared them. Good, no trouble codes. Active tests. No, special functions I want actually. Yeah, transmission adaptive pressure reset. Maybe it's helping reset something in the ECM as well. I don't know the actual reason or process for it, but we're going to go ahead and hit reset, and reset's done. So now it's up to them to actually drive the vehicle and top off their fluid and make sure it goes through all of its shift points and everything that it needs to do. My job here is done. All right, so that's it. Reset. Adaptive is reset. And like I said, now it is just up to the shop here to drive this vehicle and do the rest of the stuff that they need to do, which is topping off the transmission and doing whatever else they need. So I'm going to get cleaned up here and I'll meet you at the truck. All right, well, that job is done and we are headed on to that 53 Ford, but you won't see that here. That'll be in a completely separate video if it turns out okay. It's in a really dark garage, so the video is not the greatest and I'm not very good at filming stuff. So anyway, that's it. Our week's over. We did about 4,800 this week. A little bit down from our typical, $6,000 and $7,000 weeks, but that's what summertime brings. And we know that, so we try to accommodate for that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you like what we're doing. If you do, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next ride along.